don't happen in the game. When you're watching them on TV, see them put up that shot in the last 5 seconds, hit that shot. It's not where it happened. It's not what happens in the game, it's what happened before the game, and it's what's going to happen after the game. It's what you see versus what actually is happening. Kobe Bryant didn't arrive on court 5 seconds before the game and hoped that he was gonna make that shot. He made that shot 1,000 times before. But that's why they have a mystique about him, an essence of magic, almost superhuman, because you are witnessing the result of their work. You're not watching the 12 hours he was in the gym. You're not watching the 12 hours in the gym the day before that, the day before that, the weeks, the months, the years. You just watched one game, one shot. That's why you think they magic. But his talent can be equated to how much work he put in, how many weeks and months and hours he put in. It's not equated by one shot. It's equated by the years of hard work and dedication. It's like the iceberg analogy. You only see the tip. When Kobe hit that shot, we are amazed. But he ain't, because he shot that shot 1,000 times. He already made that shot 1,000 times. This was just one more repetition. You need to apply that to your life. You need to apply that to your thing. You want to be the one? You want to be the great one? You better be willing to put in 12 hours of work a day, every single day, month on month, week on week. If you want to be Kobe of your field, you want to be Michael of your field, you want to be Elon Musk, you want to be Einstein, Mozart, Picasso, you better be willing to put in the Kobe work. You better be willing to put in those 10 hours, 12 hours, every single day. It ain't gonna happen overnight. You ain't gonna arrive one day in front of a hoop with 5 seconds left to win a championship ring and hit that shot. It ain't gonna happen. It's the process before. It was the process before they got Kobe there. It was the process before they got Michael there. It was a process before they got Pele there. They ain't just arrived there. You think those great musicians picked up a guitar and started playing? Started rolling after hits, after hits, after hits? Hell no. 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, fingers bleeding, sweat on the drum skin, blood pouring out your hands, minute after minute, hour after hour, rep after rep, song after song. It don't happen at the performance. You're watching the pinnacle. You're watching all their work come together. That's why it seems magic. That's why it seems like you can't do it, but you can. $1 million seems like a lot of money. It seems like a lot of money. You think about that, you ain't ever gonna achieve it. If all you're thinking about is that $1 million and how can I get $1 million, how can I get my hand on $1 million, you will never get it. But if you start picking up $1 here, picking up a few cents here, if you keep doing that, eventually you will have $1 million. Now I know it's gonna take a lot of time, but success does. Success don't happen overnight. You better start picking up them pennies. You better start saving those dollars. You want success, you better start picking them pennies up. You look after the pennies and the dollars will come. But the problem we have is we want the end result straight away. We want a championship ring straight away. We want to be great straight away. We want to perform the best song straight away. It ain't gonna happen. I hate to break it to you, but it's not the way it works. Bit by bit, brick by brick, the wall is built. You don't just put a wall up. You put it up a brick at a time. So many people forget this. So many people forget that Michael Jordan has been working years on his craft. He didn't arrive in the league. These guys with the rings on, these guys holding the trophies, these guys accepting awards at ceremonies. If y'all see that as what you want to achieve, you better be willing to know the story that was told before that, the story that came before that. Stop thinking about grasping the $1 million. Think about building your own pile. Will Smith has told a similar story. He said, you don't just build a wall. You don't say, I'm gonna build the biggest, baddest wall, the greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm gonna lay this brick as perfectly as possible. The best brick that can be laid. And if you do that every single day, soon you will have a wall. You see, that's how it works. Stop looking at the end result. Too many people concerned with the end product. Too many people concerned about where they're gonna be, thinking about the future. Too many people concerned about that championship ring, concerned about that mansion they're going on, concerned about being the best. What you want is an opportunity to shoot that shot. But you don't see the blood. You don't see those sweat, the tears. You don't see the crying, the losses. You don't see the ruin, the sleepless nights. You don't see lost friends. You don't see the world of pain. You don't see the risk, the implications this might have. You don't see the lost opportunities. You don't see it. All you see is one shot. That's all you see. You think Arnold arrived on the stage looking like Mr. Olympia? Okay, you wish you was Jordan. Let's say that you were Jordan. You were born in Brooklyn and New York. That's it. That's where it stops. You think from that point on you could be Michael Jordan. You might be living in his body, but you think you could be Michael Jordan. Hell no. You ain't willing to be him. You wishing to be him. Ain't nobody willing to put in the work for the result. Everybody wishing for the result. You understand? Nobody's willing to put in the work for the result. They wishing for the result. You ain't want to take the test. You just want an A+. How you gonna get an A+ if you don't take the test? How you gonna take the test if you don't even practice? You don't even revise, you don't even study. It ain't gonna happen. Everybody wanna be like Mike. Ain't nobody wanna put in the work like Mike. Everybody wants to be the next big thing, the next superstar, but ain't nobody willing to put in the work. None of y'all willing to put in the work. And if you truly are, if you really putting in the work, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, every single day, you might have a chance. You might be the one. You might just be. But it will never happen if you wish it. There ain't no place for wishing in this game. Nobody got anywhere by wishing. They got there by blood, sweat, and tears. Hardest of work. Next time you say you wish you was somebody, think of these two things. Number one, if you were born in the same situation that person was born in, would you live up to their name? Would you? And if you answer yes, why ain't you doing it yourself now? You had a chance. But you think they got something magic. You think that opportunity was better than yours. Well, it wasn't. It ain't. You only have this chance, and you better grab it by the hands. Next thing you say is when you wish you were somebody, are you willing to put in the same amount of work they are? And if you are, why aren't you? Why haven't you done it yet? If you're doing it, if you're really doing it, you are gonna be the next big thing. If you're really pushing the limits, you're gonna be the next big thing. Don't you worry about that. If you really put in the work, you're gonna be the next big thing. If you put in the work, you're gonna be the chosen one. You're gonna be there fighting with the best. You're gonna be there playing against the best. Don't you worry about that. You will be the next big thing. If you will put in the work. If you will put in the work. I highly suspect you are not. I highly suspect you are one of those who are lying to themselves. The reason I highly suspect that is because that is what most people are doing. That's where most people are at. Stop with the moaning, the crying. Stop with the bitching. Stop with it. It's unfair. Stop with it. Why can't I be so blessed? Stop with the wishing. Stop with the hoping, the praying. Just stop. You will never be successful if you hoping and praying for success. Stop with the hoping. Start with the working. Start hustling. Start getting yours. Start getting it in. Because that's where success is made. Success is made in the gym. Success is made in practice. Game-winning shots are made in practice. The millions and millions of dollars these guys earn are made in the knowledge, the learning process. They don't wake up one day with a check in their hand. They don't wake up one day with a championship. It was done in practice. It was done in the learning process. It was done on the journey. Stop looking at the results. Stop wishing for the results. And start working. And start working for the results. You really want it, you better put the work in. If you really want it, you better be willing to sacrifice. You better be willing. You better be just goddamn willing. You better be willing. If you ain't willing, it ain't gonna happen. You better be willing to put it all in. Put your heart on the line. You better be willing. If you really want it bad, you know what you gotta do. Success is made in the gym. Success is made in the training. Success is made through the hard work and dedication. Success ain't the result. Stop looking at the results, thinking that's what success is. Success isn't the result. Success is the journey. Success is the days, the months, the years you put in. That's what success is. Too many people looking towards these stars and these inspirational people and seeing their results and thinking that's what success is. But success was the journey. Success was getting out of the dirt. Success was coming from the bottom, the rise. You don't start your story at the top. Most people's success and these successful people's journeys were born out of shitty situations. They started from hard times. Sometimes the hardest of times. Sometimes the lowest point in your life. So if you're feeling shit, don't worry about it. That's where success starts. Success did not start from an ivory tower with a silver spoon in his mouth. That ain't where success started. It started from the hard times. It started from Queens, New York. It started from the streets of London. started from the gutter. It started from the humble spots, the humble places. That's where it started from. It started from the streets. It didn't start from no mansion. It didn't start from no rich man's pocket. It started from the humble times. It started from the dirt. Success starts from the poor. Success starts from the hard times. Success starts from when you're down. The low moments. When you walk down the street and I look around you, you could be surrounded by success. Success stories have started from homelessness, drug abuse, torture, pain. Nobody is born with success. It's a notion people have, but it is not true. Nobody is born with success. They may be born with money, but they ain't born with success. Nobody is born with success. They may be born with money, but they ain't born with success. Success is your journey. Success is your life. That's where success is made. Stop wishing you were someone else. Because they were not born with success, they earned that shit. You understand? You gotta earn it. You can't buy success. You might see these Instagram fakers out there. You might see these Instagram fakers out there, but they ain't successful. You cannot buy success. Success isn't cars. Success isn't money. Success isn't the houses. That ain't success. Success is the journey. And it's how you measure it. A man who was born a millionaire, who dies a millionaire, is not that successful. But a man who was born in an abandoned building without 2 pennies to rub together, who now is one of the most inspirational speakers around the world, Les Brown, with a net worth of millions. Now that's success. It's how you measure it. Success is not where you end up. Success is the journey that you made to get there. Some of you gonna give 6 hours a day, and you will be successful on a level. Some of you are willing to give 10 hours a day, and you will be successful. But to be a great, you give every minute of the day. You give every hour of the day. Every day of the week, every month of the year. That's what it takes to be the great. It ain't for everyone. You don't have to be the great. But you gotta be true to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't put in 4 hours of work a day and say you're gonna be the great, because you ain't. That's not how it works. The greats didn't get there off 4 hours. They got there off everything. That's the price they paid. If you ain't willing to put in the work, if you ain't willing to put in hours, this ain't for you. Success ain't for you. You ain't willing to pay the price. You can't go into the store and expect him to hand something over if you ain't got the money. They ain't gonna give you the goods if you ain't willing to pay. That's the same for success. You want the goods, you better be willing to pay with everything you got. Blood, sweat, tears, lost friends, lost family. You better be willing to pay with everything you got. This shit don't happen for free. This shit cost you a lot. You can't steal success. You can't walk into the store and just grab success. You gotta pay. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do for it? I mean, ask yourself, put yourself in a situation. What are you willing to do for it? What are you willing to give up for it? Success. You willing to give up everything? If it came down to it, would you live on the streets? If it came down to it, would you give up all your money? All your future prospects? If it came down to it, if you had a decision to make between this and the rest of your life, this and the rest of the things that you had, this and all your friends and family, all the money in your bank account. I'm not telling you have to do that. What I'm asking, if it came down to it, down to the wire, is it this or that? Is it your dreams or is it your friends? Is it your dreams or your money? Which one is it? The greats, they don't even think about it. Everything is secondary. Everything is a second choice to this. For greats, it isn't even a question. It's ingrained in them. It becomes who you are. I'm not saying you have to make a decision, but if it came down to it, me or them, you got a person stood in front of you, they're saying, it's either me or basketball. It's either me or this business. You got friends saying, it's either us or this business. It's either us or this idea. It's either us or this dream. It's either us or this championship. How quickly can you make a decision on which one's it gonna be? If you wanna be a great, you know straight away, it's you. It's all you. It's your dreams. You want it that bad, you drop everybody if it came down to it. There ain't no question. Now, once you got this mentality, these thoughts, this emotion, this feeling towards these dreams, once this is ingrained in you, and this is your true thoughts and beliefs, situations in life will arise. People will try and persuade you off your dreams. People will think you're crazy. You will lose friends. Hopefully the true ones will stay around. Hopefully true family will stay around. But that's what happens in life. What you're attempting to do is not normal. What you are asking from yourself is not normal. To be the best, to be the greatest, it is not normal. You're not gonna do normal things. You're not gonna live a normal life. People are gonna look at you with strange eyes from the sideline. From the eyes of society, people don't understand what you're putting yourself through. People don't understand why you're trying to go through this. But you know why. This thing that's etched in your brain, you can't get rid of it until you scratch this itch. If you're trying to be an athlete, if you're trying to succeed in one of these young man's games, you got 10 years of dedication, 10 years of throwing yourself at this shit. 10 years of putting up with these people saying, you ain't gonna be that. 10 years of this, you ain't gonna succeed. You only gotta put up with 10 years of this. Those people are still gonna be around. Those people are still gonna be there. But your opportunity will not. So fuck what they say. Fuck what they think. You got one shot at this shit. As far as we know, that's the same as it goes for the rest of your life. We got one shot at this shit. One opportunity. If these people ain't gonna be there while you're trying to make the best of your opportunity, fuck them. It may sound selfish to some of y'all. It may sound delusional. It may sound sociopathic. But if that's what it takes, if that's what it takes to be great, I'm willing. Are you? Are you really willing? It don't mean you can't have both. You better surround yourself with people who want to succeed. Surround yourself with people who want to see you succeed. If you got somebody who's giving you negative energy, who's got negative vibes all the time, who's putting negatives, who's casting shade on your shit, fuck them. Drop that motherfucker. Surround yourself with people who want to be great. Or surround yourself with people who want to see you be great. Ignore the naysayers. They have not got shit to offer you. Some people will tell you it's criticism, but you will know if they're throwing shade. If you know somebody who's trying to succeed as bad as you, if they give you criticism, you better listen. Fuck him. But listen to the real ones. Listen to the ones who want you to succeed. Somebody's paying you compliments every so often and throwing a little shade at you, you better listen to them. Surround yourself with great people, inspiring people, successful messages, and listen to what they gotta say. I don't know if you're willing to pay the price. I don't know if you're willing to lose friends and family. And I'm not saying you have to. I don't know if you're willing to, but that's what it takes. It takes the ability to be able to do that. Greatness takes that. Greatness sometimes takes solitude. You're gonna need a team around you. Sometimes you're gonna need solitude. Sometimes you're gonna need to work with your head down in an empty room by yourself. That's what it's gonna take. 3 a.m. in a dark room, hustling away. That's what it's gonna take. It ain't easy being great. It ain't easy being the best. It's the hardest. And are you willing to pay that price? If you are not willing, you better adjust your goals. If you are not willing, know this. You will never have the desired success that you wish for if you are not willing to pay the price. You will never, ever have the success you wish for. You want to know the price of success? You want to know how much success is going to cost? You want to know the price of success? It'll cost you everything. Everything. You understand that? Success will cost you everything. I hope you hear me right now. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It will cost you everything. True success, it will cost you everything. But are you willing? See, what's your price? What are you willing to pay? What are you willing to give? What's your price? The true cost of success is everything. It will cost you everything. But it's about what are you willing to pay? The greats, the true greats out there, the chosen ones, they gave everything. That was that price they paid. They gave everything. It cost them everything. What are you willing to pay? Don't say everything if you don't mean it. You don't know what that means. You know what everything means? You better be willing to give up everything. And I'm not just talking about the clothes, the TV, the games, the shitty addictions you have. We're not talking about that. We're talking about family, relationships, your future. Every hope and dream you had outside of this one, you better be willing to give it all up. That's the cost of success. That's the true cost. Everything. That's what it's gonna cost you. But what are you willing to pay? What are you willing to give? That's how successful you will be. How much are you willing to give? But if you're willing to pay the price, you have the best opportunity. You have a greater opportunity than anybody else if you are willing to pay the price. It's interesting to know, not everybody's willing to pay the price. Some of these people you see on TV and you see in the league, they weren't willing to pay the price. That's why they're not the greats. You want to be great? You want to have true success? You got to pay the price. Don't base it on what other people are willing to pay. The ultimate price is everything. If that's how bad you want it, it is everything. That's what you gotta pay. There's a lot of stories that go around about people like Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, about these football players, about these soccer players. There's a lot of stories that go on around them about how hard they work. But you only hear it from the greats. There's so many stories about Kobe shooting reps hours and hours before a game. Shooting reps at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Playing a game, playing a finals game. Coming back out onto the court afterwards, after all the fans have gone home, and shooting more reps. Getting more reps in. Getting more reps in. What price is he willing to pay? What price is he willing to pay? Everything. He's paying with everything he's got. That is everything. That's what he's giving right now. He's giving his all. Not everybody's willing to do that. Not everybody is out there shooting reps before the games with Kobe. Not everybody's shooting reps after the game. There's a story about Kobe going to a USA practice. Part of the Olympics, he's phoning his trainer at 3 a.m. in the morning, asking him to get reps, rebound the ball for him. At 3 a.m., he just got off a flight. He's calling his trainer at 3 a.m. in the morning, asking him if he can rebound the ball for him. He's got a game the next morning. Team practice is at 6 a.m. He started at 3 a.m. You think he went to bed that night? He didn't go to sleep. He finished his shooting practice. He rolled up onto the court with the rest of the USA players. And then he played. And then he trained. Same day, he probably had a game. You understand what he's giving right there? He's giving everything. The same can be applied to all the greats. Think of any great, a true great, Ali. He will give everything. Obsession. Some people don't agree with the man, but Mayweather will give everything. Everything on the line. To be one of the most skilled boxers to ever live, you better be willing to give everything. Put it all on the line. Some people think hard work is on D-Day. Hard work is on performance day. Hard work is on game day. Hell no. You can slack in training, you can slack on your diet, you can slack all year round, and then hustle in a game. That don't mean shit. Everybody else is probably falling for it, but you ain't falling for it. We ain't falling for it. You ain't ever gonna be a great. Them guys that have a chance of success, true success, they ain't giving it their all in games. They're giving it their all every single moment they have. Watch Kobe shoot shots in practice. It's game speed. It's game speed. Every situation he plays is game speed. It ain't about game day. It's about what you do before. It's about what you did months and years before. It's about what you're gonna do after the game. Every single day. It's about what you do when you get home. It's about what you're doing in the locker room. It's about what you're doing in your downtime. It's about what you do with your friends and family. It's about what you're doing in solitude. Is your every thought on this thing? When you're eating your food, are you eating for your dream? When you're eating food, are you eating it for football? Are you eating it for basketball? When you're doing your stretches, are you doing it because the coach told you? Or are you doing it in your own time because you know it's going to make you a better player? It's going to make you a better athlete. Everything you do, every moment you have in your life, in your waking day, you should fill with things that are going to move you closer to your dream. You should fill it with things that are going to move you closer and closer to that dream you have, that goal you have. If it ain't moving you closer, it's distracting you. If you're a filmmaker, you can watch great movies and it can move you closer. If you're an athlete, you can eat great food and it can move you closer. But if you're an athlete, watching movies ain't gonna do you shit. It ain't gonna move you closer to your dreams. If you're a filmmaker, eating healthy food, it ain't gonna move you closer to your dreams. Yeah, it'll keep you healthy, but it's not something that's gonna move you closer to your dreams. It's not as specific. It's not something you should be thinking about. It should be secondary. You should be watching great movies, reading books about great directors and great cinematographers. That's what you should be doing. You should be handling your camera, writing your script, working with the best people in the game. If you're an athlete, you should be working on your fitness, your diet prep, mastering your body, watching your game. Try and fill every single waking moment of your life with something that is going to move you closer to your goal. You will be successful. If everything you do moves you closer to your goal, you will be successful. If every opportunity in your life, every moment is filled with a chance to move closer to your goal, would you take it? Every single time you would say yes. You have that opportunity in front of you. Every single moment, you have a chance, an opportunity to move toward that goal. You chose to click this video. You chose to listen to my voice. That's one step closer to your goal. One step forward. Now every decision after this needs to move you closer to your goal. When you shower, can you make a better decision? Would an ice bath be better for you? Would a cold shower be better for you? When you eat, would it be better to lose some fat on that? Would it be better to choose a leaner meal? Would it be better to pass off some junk food? Would it be better to choose a lean meal? When you're watching films, are you watching a film about your dreams? Are you watching something based around your sport? Are you watching the game? Are you watching your game tape? Could you make a better decision? If you're reading, who are you reading about? You reading a gossip magazine? You reading a car magazine that has nothing to do with what you want to do? Or you reading something specific about what you want to do? Specific to what you're trying to build a craft on. If you're a basketball player, you don't want to be reading no gossip magazine, no car magazine. You better have something that's going to move you towards your dreams. Autobiographies by the greats. There's so much knowledge out there, but you better pick something that specifies towards your goals. When you're on social media, who are you following? Who are you following on social media? Are they moving you towards your goals? Are you admiring their hustle and that helps you to move towards your goals? If it don't, you need to unfollow that motherfucker. Is social media conductive of what you're trying to do anyway? Is it moving you towards your goals? Or is it hindering your success? Because if it is, you know what you need to do. You need to lose that shit. Is having a games console or a TV in your room moving you towards your goals? If it's not, you need to lose that shit. You need to get rid of that shit. Is all your fancy clothes and your nice shoes and the car you drive around moving you towards your goals? If it's not, you need to lose that shit. I never understand why athletes have got all these fancy clothes. You need shorts, vests and tees. You need your trainers. You need your clothes that are appropriate for your sport. You ain't playing basketball in a suit. Everything you do, every moment you have, every opportunity that is afforded to you, every decision, make it for your success. Make that decision for your dreams. And then you'll have a chance of being great.